Hi everybody, back once more with Nowadays I have brought a 2019 sentimental show film named Sometime Recently The First Light. It was an excellent story around a young boy and an instructor who were in a door with each other, which that instructor didn't get in her past relationship when she got unadulterated adore from her understudy. Somebody attempted to partition their relationship, which truly demolished their life. And to know how does the story conclusion, observe till the conclusion. Sometime recently we get into the storyline. Do not disregard to like and subscribe. Have an extraordinary day. The film begins with Jason, who is the primary character within the film. He is having a battle with his guardians, approximately the grades that he got at school since they are destitute, and the companions he hangs around with her as well. Awful. We at that point see him someplace with an individual understudy offering to him as break that the same thing his brother Michael utilized to offer, who afterward gone to prison. After the chime rings, the unused instructor Leela presents herself to them as their unused English educator. That evening after her course, Andrew presented himself to her and she is like, "You'll be able call me Leela." Afterward she talked to her mother that evening on phone and she is like, everything is going on well. Back at Jason's domestic, he gets into an contention with his mother for coming back domestic late, since Jason's mother is frightened that he may turn out to be like his brother Michael at school. After her lesson, Jason remains behind and he inquired for offer assistance with the paper task, which is almost his individual life. Beside the discussion, she inquired her students to grant paper approximately their individual life, which can offer assistance her to know each one of her understudies. But in return, Jason inquired her, "How almost do we do not know you?" She inquired him, "What do you need to know precisely?" And he at that point runs out of the classroom. Within the handle of her running after him, she runs into Sean, who prompts her not to squander her time on him since he has harmed products. Leela demands that she ought to offer assistance him since it is her work to do so, which he was inquiring for offer assistance with. The exposition, Sean wishes her great luckiness with it. The another day he presents his exposition in front of the lesson and Leela is inspired with him. After the course he remains behind and she told him that she can see ability and potential in him, which he can move forward his grades in course. That night Leela is with some papers in her hands and it appears she is going through a separate taking. After morning, Jason heads to school on his bike and Andrew meets up with Leela. They make an arrangement for that night, and in lesson Jason is occupied. Leela notices his devastation and at the conclusion of the lesson she talks to him around it. He told her it is sense of the weight his guardians put on him so that he does not conclusion up like his brother Michael. Leela then offers to grant him additional classes each day for 30 minutes and he is upbeat approximately. He at that point hands his task. That evening Leela is in a bar with Andrew and they are having a superb time somewhere still within the same bar as Jason. Observing all of her moves, she gets tired and inebriated. Andrew gets her a taxi and she heads domestic in spite of the fact that he anticipated more from her. The next day amid lunchtime she sees Jason sneaking out of the school premises and he did not go to her lesson. She was frantic for not going to her course and he guaranteed that he won't do it. Once more he asked her not to tell anybody around it since it would cause him genuine inconvenience, and she guaranteed that she won't since it won't offer assistance anybody in this to handle. He held her hand in a sentimental way and she pushed him absent, claiming that he was fair prodding her. That evening it is downpouring exterior and she is talking to her mother, and after that Jason shows up on her entryway beaten up. Gravely she cuts off her mother and goes to him. She at that point needs to know what happened to him, but he won't tell anything. He instead gets frantic and as he is clearing out she stops him and offers him a ride on the way to domestic. He tells her to halt someplace with excellency and endeavors to entice her with a kiss. She stands up to gets back within the car and drives him domestic. After they have come to, she told him that between instructor and understudy this won't be happen once more. Afterward he gets out of the car and disturbed. The another day at school they all overlook each other. One day Jason's mother goes through his book as she is cleaning and gets to realize that his son's grades are genuinely making strides. She gets to him as he is going through Leela's social media pics on his phone and inquires him how he is doing it, and he told her it is since of the unused instructor at school. She gets inquisitive and at the same time cheerful since her child had never performed like that. Sometime recently, after a few time, Leela and Andrew make out once more at the same bar, but he inquires as well numerous questions almost her past life, which she doesn't need the conversation approximately since it makes her awkward. Still Jason is within the same bar bar that night, and as she goes to the can he takes after her, and when she gets out of the latrine she runs into Jason. A few chemistry happens between the two and she oversees to battle it. Back at the table with Andrew, he has requested more drinks but she is diverted. She gets an pardon concerning her mother and clears out. Sean happens to be at the same bar so she joins Andrew instead as Leila's domestic. Jason thumps down the entryway. She knows that it could be a terrible thought but still lets he get interior, and both of them have a excited night. The another day at school, Leila told Jason anything happened between them everything over directly. We have to keep up a incredible standard partnership. Jason concurred to her and he says that he to start with give her a favoring